to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice, because today we will be going over what I think is the best book of the week, or at least of the books that I bought. So, and that would be Dick Tracy #1, published by Madcave Comics, written by Alex Segura and Michael Moreci, Moreci, artist Geraldo Borges, and creative consultant Chantel Amy Osman. Excuse me. I have never watched any Dick Tracy shows, never read any of the comics, never read any of the books. You know, obviously I'm aware of him, you know that he's got the little, watch and all that. I know of some of his bad guys. I know his look and his, who his girlfriend is. So just, peripherally aware of all that stuff. But I had heard this book was coming out from some friends on the Geeky Puppet Show channel. And I saw it at the store today, at my local shop, Bosco's, here in Anchorage. And I decided to pick it up because I wanted to see if it would be any good. And I was pleasantly surprised. It starts out with this page here. It's The City, 1947. It has some nice little noirish I don't really want to say narration, but it sounds like it, because The City, 1947. Sort of like what you hear with some sort of a older, police procedural type thing. An urban jungle struggling to escape a hell of its own creation. The Green Hot Diner, 2 a.m. The place to meet, but not be seen. A place for the people in the shadows to do their dirty work. So it sets this kind of, noirish mood. And that, that along with the picture, sort of the art, sets up the tone which it's looking to establish, and carries out well throughout the book. It's a couple people in newspaper, or kind of a low-level newspaper reporter who seems like he's trying to get a scoop so he can get higher up, and a city alderman. And they're meeting, and it sounds like, he's listed as an alderman with a guilty conscience. So it sounds like he's there to maybe talk about some corruption, whatever. You don't really you don't get to find out what he is there to talk about, because some people come in and open up with Tommy guns on them, kill them, and just wipe out everybody in the place, and then leave. So, it's a hit. And so you can sort of see, So they ought to just you sort of, they don't really hold back. I like the way it does this. It shows what's going on. It's like boom, no holding back. And then a few hours later, it shows the cops there talking about it. And then you get introduced to Dick Tracy. Sounds like he's fairly new on the job. Just promoted. They say, this is that Dick Tracy hotshot, huh? Not impressed. That's him, war vet, toughest cop to make, a war vet, youngest cop to make detective, a couple of commendations, the real deal, I guess. So, just, this shows you how the writing is. It's kind of concise. You don't get too overly wordy on the stuff. So you get the history on the guy. Boom. He's new. He's tough. He seems like he's a little bit beyond reproach on that because he's the hot shot, that. And then you sort of see he's just got this no nonsense attitude, because when he comes in, he just starts quizzing the guys on what happened, and he's looking at things and just picking stuff out. He says, "Okay, look at this, look at this, look at this. This seems to be the way that it happens because of of this." And then you get introduced to the daughter of the alderman. Her name is Tess Trueheart, who is also a reporter. And I do know that eventually those guys are going to get together, because that is his girlfriend, going to be his girlfriend later on, from what I know of Dick Tracy. And so you've got the two central characters introduced, and the mystery all set up in the first few pages. And things start, moving along, and you're getting a good sense of the characters while going, getting filled in on certain things. That she's a reporter. She's not wanting to lie back and let the cops take care of it. She wants to do some investigating herself. Dick Tracy, he goes to his captain's house to report on everything that's going on. So, and he wants to, he's going to be getting involved in stuff, even though the cops are, the captain's like, let the other detectives take care of it, He's like, no, I'm on it. And it's very smartly written. It moves along, and you're getting some good, you're getting information just by what's going, the little shit you're going, the conversation, like he goes with her to investigate something, and you can see the neighborhood, and he's just like, hey, you can stay in the car. She says, yeah, no thanks. So, it's just, they don't overload you with information, but you do find out the stuff that you need to know just by, normal conversation and all that. None of this, as you know, such and such, such and such. So I thought that Segura and Morikai did a wonderful job writing this, setting up the world, setting up the, they don't shy away from violence or anything like that. And they are doing a good job with introducing certain people and the situation. So that is really good. The art is pretty good. I don't want to say super stylistic because it's not. It's kind of above average, and it works well with kind of what's going on. Kind of an older, noirish type. So yeah, I mean it fits with the story. I mean, it's not the top-notch stuff that I really like. Like Lee and Byrne and stuff like that. But I think it's really good. I mean, if you look at some of the stuff, it's well done. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4.75 out of 5, and say I am really glad that I wound up picking this up. And I cannot wait for number 2 to come out, because I am going to be getting it. And I recommend this book, even if, like me, you are not super familiar with Dick Tracy. But if you like kind of old, 50s style gangster stuff, or old, detective or police stories, this is the thing to get, and I recommend it. Like I said, it's a 4.75 out of 5, and yeah, so get it. Let me know if you read it and what you thought of it, and like, subscribe, most of all. Enjoy your detective comics.